Okay. Oh. Okay.
I've been a blacksmith armorer for over 30 years. I've created weapons for over 200 feature films. This is Man-at-Arms.
Oh, shit.
This is a sword that everyone's asked for every...
This guy looks like... He looks like the Kultiran version of Chris Metzen.
season.
Holy shit.
Frostmourne from World of Warcraft.
Damn, alright. Yeah, this is an actual fucking blacksmith. Alright, here we go.
On paper. We took that template and traced it out on a piece of 1/4-inch thick 1075 spring steel.
Okay.
And cut that out on the bandsaw.
Yeah, this is a real deal.
The tang was left wider, so I forged that to a longer length on the power hammer. And we threaded that to a 3/8/16 thread.
Oh shit.
The blade was then ground with progressive grits on the belt grinder.
Actually Frostmourne.
36 grit ceramic belt. And then we progressed down to a 120 grit belt. At that point, we put the blade into the electric heat treating oven and brought it up to about 1550 degrees and quenched it into heat treating oil to harden it.
Wow. Oil I'm using is a Park 50 heat treating oil. It's a professional heat treating oil. It's very expensive. You can't buy it, you know, from the general public. You can notice here I'm putting a piece of metal in the oil here at 1500 degrees. It's not catching on fire.
See, this is what we did. See, they should have done this with
I now
Thunder
need
Fury.
to temper it in the electric oven.
Look at this.
Put it in there at 600 degrees for about 6 hours.
Okay.
We would take the blade out and polish it down with progressive steps down to 600 grit abrasives and polish it on the buffing wheel.
Yeah,
It's an
dude,
industrial
there it is.
buffing machine here. I have 12-inch muslin wheels that are coated with what we call Gorilla Snot, but it's a satin glow greaseless compound. It's basically 320 grit abrasives, aluminum oxide abrasives, bound with hide glue. So they process dead horses, turn it into the glue, mix the abrasive with it, and we put it on these wheels. This is the similar technique to what would have been used in ancient times, probably using hide glue as a binder and just sand as a cutting element after grinding the weapons with a sandstone wheel.
This is
My way goes a little bit faster. Right now it's ready for Johnny to put the stencils over the top and electrochemically etch the designs here and here.
Oh, for the runes. Yeah.
We drew the glyphs or runes that were coming on the blade and on the ricasso.
And this guy's really good at his job. You know how you can tell that? He has all of his fingers.
With a light-sensitive polymer
Think about
the
that.
silk screen for
And
the
both
electrochemical
eyes.
etching. I formed up the spurs or the little claws coming off the side of the blade and the triangular plate that covers the unsharpened portion of the blade underneath the hilt, which is called the ricasso. I formed those out of 16-gauge nickel silver, hand hammering those over stakes with hand hammers to get the bevel on there, and then silver soldering the components together, polishing them, and then etching those pieces.
This isn't some wood-ass bullshit, man.
The hardest part about Frostmourne is the hilt and the cast components on this. We had to sculpt 26 components in wax, then we would sprue it or attach like a wax rod to those wax patterns and put a can over the outside or the flask and pour liquid investment over the top of the wax model. And then in turn allow that to dry, put that into the burnout oven and heat it up to the point that
so
the
that
wax
would actually have
melted
like
out of
hard.
there
Okay,
and cured the investment.
They used to do this in ancient times using beeswax to make the mold and clay to make the investment. And then they would melt the beeswax out of their mold and pour molten bronze or gold or silver into it.
Legitimate fucking blacksmith.
Melt the bronze in a crucible inside of the melting furnace and pour the molten bronze into the flask while a vacuum was pulling from underneath to give it a nice dense casting. At the point we got
Great.
everything cast and pulled out of the investment, there was a lot of cleanup. I had Alicia work
I
on
would not put my
chasing
hand
or
in there.
carving in the details and polishing up everything. And,
So, like, everything's
soldering
actually
the separate
solid fucking
components
metal.
together. So she was pretty much at the bench for like 2-3 days, continuously working on this to get it set up. So
God damn.
that's why I've waited this long to make this piece.
Wow.
The sections for the grip were cut out of Delrin, and the hole through the middle was drilled with the lathe, and then we opened them up to match the tang configuration, and then I had Johnny cover them with leather.
That's a lot
We
of
had
tattoos.
the hilt and pommel and the sections of the grip nickel plated at a commercial plating facility. We don't do that in-house just because it's too dangerous. My blade worked out a little bit lighter than the licensed copy that Blizzard offers, but it was still a boat anchor. It was a really, really heavy piece. It's a real functional blade, but it's not something that you could easily wield in battle.
Okay, you guys asked for it all year long. What a huge endeavor to
Holy
make this
shit,
thing.
dude.
For the Horde!
Not quite. Wow. That's fucking badass. It's out of solid fucking metal, too. Damn. Yo, I should get one of these. This is the only reason I wanted to set up a P.O. box. Yeah,
Why
fuck
do they
that
do
shit, man.
this shit?
What do you mean?
Why are they smashing things with a sword?
What do you mean, dude?
This is so fucking stupid. This is not a real test of the sword, man.
What do you want him to do? Stab somebody?
Join our
How about
guild.
cut some
Just
armor
click
or
that
fucking do
subscribe
some other
button.
shit?
It'll
check
looks
out
a
the
lot
rest of
cooler
our
if you cut
armory, click
like
here.
a banana in
And
half.
if you're in the mood for more
You
oversized
spent
weapons, click
thousands
here
of
to see us
hours
recreate Sephiroth's
making this
Massa
sword.
Muni.
A lot of fucking
Yeah?
craftsmanship went into this. Serious, real fucking time, dude. And they use it to fucking smash stone and chop some melons. Go hit a fucking target dummy with armor on, or stab it or something. Like, fuck, man.
I don't know, man. Like, they made Ashbringer too, apparently. That's fucking amazing. Like, dude, that video was actually fucking awesome. Like, it's not even like some kind of bullshit. Like, think about how hard it would be to make Frostmourne out of solid fucking metal.
That's
And
what
they
I'm
did it.
saying. That's why I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I want to see it tested out on real shit.